But y'all not calling the birds actual birds. You won't be deleting no messages of me and going to sleep peaceful.
Christina's gone!
If you spoke backwards, don't ask me how I keep my lips pink. A couple $100,000 a year in exchange for opening your phone every day and being berated with people coming at you. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another video. Today's video will be a smoke session, just chilling with me. I took a break last week because last week was Easter and I went to church, and I also too did like my little dilly and dally, like going out with my friends and stuff. So I was like, give yourself a break off of YouTube last week. I was in the mood, and then I had a little depressive episode, you know how that be. So I was like, okay, wrap it up. I want to roll up a nice fat spliff so we can smoke together because I did not smoke today. I've been on like this smokiness break because for all my smokers, it's such a bad habit. I'm not gonna lie, it's such a bad habit that I'm trying to break. I've been smoking consistently since I was 18 years old, and what's so crazy is that in my younger years when it was like very influential, I was not influenced, and then I did it on my own terms, and now it's like I cannot break the habit at all. It's really bad. I spend probably like $400 to $500 on ZA a month. That's why I miss Connecticut, because you know I have my plug there and I could get my nice $100, and I'm talking bare ZA. But here I'm like cool with my plug. I'll be like trying to get cooler with him just so that he can establish like this form of relationship so that he keeps it cute. I feel like because I'm his, you know, one of his customers, returning customers, he'd be people when I'm on a budget. He'll be like, I'll be like, you got $100 zips? He'll be like, no, but the next time I got you. Okay. Thank you. Like, that's literally all I need to be a returning customer. So me coming on video smoking with child is very on brand. I just don't smoke online, like for real. Like, you might catch me like puff a spliff here and there on videos and stuff, but I really do want to break the habit. And I know with me saying that and then coming on here smoking is so stupid, but I really don't care. Like, this is my channel. Okay, what do y'all consider an idle spliff? Because some people really do be putting this much grabba in one spliff. That's a cigarette. What y'all think grabba versus ratio should be? I feel like grabba versus ratio should be like grabba 30%, 70%. It should never get 50-50. I'm sorry, it should never be 50-50. Some people really starting to do the 60-40 when it comes to grabba. Like, I know it's expensive, but please stop. But I'm not smoking no idle spliff though. Like, I don't want to smoke no idle spliff, but my spliff do be idle for people who smoke with bare grabba. They be like, this is idle. Let me tell you guys what happened. So when I was in Jamaica, I was getting rolled up for it every single day. Like, I probably rolled a spliff maybe like 5 times while I was in Jamaica for the whole 6 weeks, right? And the guy who was rolling my spliffs in Jamaica rolls spliffs like perfectly. Like, I'm talking, they look like a fucking pre-roll. He packs them even, like first he makes the, First he rolls the Wisda around the filter and he makes the spliff literally look like this with no ZA in it. And then he packs it, right? So I'm like, oh, that's similar to like cones in America. That's what I used to do, because if y'all didn't know, from 18 until I moved to Atlanta, when I started smoking, I only packed cones. I never knew how to roll. And then literally one day I just learned. I think when I started going to Jamaica and I wanted to smoke and I would sit with the guys and I would chill with the guys and stuff, they would roll up and I would see it. And then also to being around my best friend, I would see her. And then like, you know, just seeing guys roll up here and there, I just kind of adapted to what you're supposed to do. And then one day when I went to Atlanta, I just tried myself and I never looked back. I didn't roll for like the last 6 weeks of my life. So when I didn't roll while I was in Jamaica and then I came back to America,
Get your ass up there!
sorry about that. I wasn't rolling up the whole time when I was in Jamaica, so I really did not adapt to coming back home and rolling up. And then when I be rolling up, especially because I wear nails and stuff, my splits be like hella big and bumpy. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna just start packing cones. But cones are really expensive out here for some reason in Georgia. Even Whistler is expensive. 2 packs of Bobs and a grabba, that should automatically be $15, which I think is crazy, because in New York that's like literally $5 maximum. In Jamaica that's like $5. For the 20 pack that I be getting, it's usually like $10. So I went on Amazon and I ordered this 100 pack of raw cones for literally $20, and I got 100 in there, the king size, because I don't like the little ones. I'm supposed to be at Reggae Fest right now, but I decided not to go because I'm not supposed to be drinking right now, and I'm doing a wellness challenge. And I know I need to try outside activities that like don't require me to drink and stuff, because there's no reason why I can't really go outside and not drink. It is that deep for me. Like, if I go outside, if I go to the club, I'm not about to be sober. Like, that's not why I'm here. Whenever I go outside and there's no liquor involved, don't involve me. And that's why I be trying to avoid outside, but I know I'm gonna want to drink and eat outside food. I'm doing a wellness challenge. If you don't know what my wellness challenge is, it's right here. It's basically no alcohol, no outside food. Outside food meaning like fast food. If you want to have a fucking coffee, have a coffee, nobody cares. An hour of daily mind growth, which is studying, reading your Bible, playing math games on your tablet. I be doing that too. Then we have an hour of daily body movement, which can literally be an hour of in the gym or an hour of you just walking. I've been sluggish. So last week I laid lazied it out and just did an hour walk every day, which is literally easy because I love nature. And just a little simple basics. I'll add it right here. It was 30 days for April. I was supposed to post this on April 1st, but like I said, like, girl, I wasn't really in the mood. I am just trying to feel as good as possible about my birthday because I know how I get. I have a vision and I need to come to light, and I feel like work on the things that I don't like, period. It's time to smile. How has life been? I know I posted a heavy video last week, and that honestly was a lot for me to post because whenever I post something on the internet, I'm realizing that the people in my real life who don't know that part of me yet or don't know my story as far as that part, it makes me uncomfortable because I'm kind of trying to share with people who been around. I struggle 100% when it comes to social media because I never really know how to navigate this social media world, if that makes sense. Ever since I started social media, I feel like I've been told, you know, it's just social media, you're not supposed to let it run your life and stuff, but it literally does. And that's something that I've been extremely struggling with, is social media running my life and it literally altering my brain chemistry. But the fact that I've been doing this for 5 years consistently has made it nearly impossible for me to live my life where social media is just social media and that's that. Social media is one of those things where when you first started, you're never gonna think you're gonna blow up the way you do, right? You never think so. So you don't really know. Only to know is to be. So if you're not a content creator in my shoes with this big platform, you're never gonna understand what I'm saying. And people always think that it's a power play move when I say it literally changes your direction of life. It changes how you interact with people. It changes so much. And that's one of the main reasons why if people meet me in real life, they will never know that I do social media. And see, that becomes a problem because then people think I'm not presenting myself as authentic Rykky when I am. I'm just taking out the process of you getting to know me through social media. So I'm not going to introduce myself a lot of times as Rykky in public, but if you get to know me, I'll tell you my real name is Rykky. I tell people my name is Talea because that's my middle name. Ever since I started social media, my name Rykky is too branded. Everybody's like, Rykky, I know the name Rykky, da da da. Especially the way my name is spelled. One Google search and someone's gonna know my name, know who I am, know I do social media, know I have a lot of followers, and that just makes a lot of situations hard. I started social media, and I think because I'm just my natural self, y'all fuck with me. I posted that video, for example, of me having a binge eating disorder. Damn near all the guys in my life never would know that I have an eating disorder or had an eating disorder because that's not something that I would talk about with a guy unless he's like close to me, you know what I mean? And then I posted on social media because this has been a platform for 5 years. People don't understand that. And then they're like, well, I never knew this. It's like, yeah, because why would I tell you that? I know you for 2 months versus my platform for 5 years. People really think that social media is one of those things where it's never supposed to be above the people in your real life, but at the same time, when you built your platform like brick by brick, and it's actually not a negative space, it's not built off of drama, it's not built off of men, it's just built off of yourself, you have more trust in your platform than you do with a person you known for 2 months. And those are things that just be happening to me, which is why I be like not telling people I do social media. The only reason why a lot of people know I be doing social media is because when I go out in public with them, I get noticed, and then I'm like, oh yeah. Social media wants me to sacrifice this level of peace for you guys to say, oh yeah, Rykky is back, like the Rykky that we know before she dated the guy.
Christina's gone!
Y'all want a version of me that is never coming back. I won't get it back, y'all won't get it back, let it go. I think I do a really good job at separating the platforms I have, which is why I started Rompin' Rick. Hey, to my spam girlies, if you're watching this, all my spam, I feel like they just know me. All my Instagram spam, we've been rocking with each other for 3 years now. People always say like, let me in, and I really wish I could, but I know the internet. I'm an honest, truthful person. I'm not a person who's gonna hide how I feel. Y'all think for the last year of my life I never missed the ex before? Yes, I did. And if I want to talk about it on my spam, I talked about it on my spam. And I'm not talking about crying. I'm not talking about that. If I want to share a fucking quote like most other people in this world, nobody in a million people are not sitting here picking apart my quote. They're not focused on my ex, they're focused on me. Are you get what I'm saying? It's just a private account with just me and my supporters. Like, it feels so good, and that's why for the last 3 years I have not opened that account, and it's only at like what, 6,000 people, and y'all know I have millions of followers. So that's why I'm like that, because people don't take the time out to get to know me, and it sucks because I'm actually really cool now. I'm cool outside of the whole, oh yeah, I'm a big girl. I'm like that type of person who be like, why don't y'all know me? But then I really barely share anything, so I get it. I've had an American supporter fan base for the longest time, to the point where I was so blind, because y'all know I didn't really like travel out of the country or anything until I did, right? And when I started traveling out the country, I'm like, damn, I'm getting noticed everywhere. I remember being in DR, Puerto Rico, and having people literally walking up to me like, oh my god, I know you, blah blah blah. And I'm like, what the fuck, like I can't go anywhere. And then now that I be in Jamaica, I feel like that really brought the Caribbean girls to me for real. Come be around a woman who just loves herself. You know what I mean? I'm really just a unique person. I feel like I'm just one of those unique content creators, bitch. If you don't take the time to understand, you just ain't gonna understand. So I was talking to this guy and he ended up being in a space where someone knew me from social media. Not telling the person who I am, he just basically asked that person about me, and she basically said things like how I travel and how I have like a man in every country. I said, girl,
what the fuck is you talking about?
but this is what he said. You know niggas be lying. How I have like basically a man in every country. How she basically just like wants the best for me. She can't wait till I find love and stuff like that, which appreciated and stuff, but that's not the point of my channel. That's not the point of why I'm on social media. And I also told him, you can never get an accurate description from those type of people because they don't really watch these videos. They don't sit down and watch these videos of me talking. Yes, love is nice, but I've been in this space where like love is just too complicated for me, and people be like, oh, it's not complicated. I know, but people make it too complicated for me. Clear it up. Okay, this video was supposed to drop on Saturday. I had to switch back to my old ways and get on good old iMovie because CapCut is trying me. Don't update CapCut because you know how you able to like adjust the clip and just start from where you adjusted it? No. They're gonna make you go back to the whole entire clip and start from the beginning. So don't update your CapCut if you're using CapCut. Anyway, switch from the iPad to the MacBook. The MacBook overheating. It's clearly time for me to upgrade. I'm over it. Nonetheless, let me just clear it up to say that this is the person who I was also talking to. So it's like, based off what he's saying, that I'm a girl who has a man in every country, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, clearly this girl knew me from TikTok, which is what he said. Like, oh, she was watching my videos, like, you know, and I popped up or whatever. And that's why he acted the way he did. Clearly, she didn't know that this was like a companion. So this is why, as a content creator, as mentioned, I say social media low-key be affecting my life, because a person who watches just my TikTok will never get as in-depth with me as a person who's literally with me. So hearing that opinion from someone else, if you apply to me, I can't fuck with you. You get what I'm trying to say? Because you know me. I talk to you more than I even talk to my damn camera. You see me? So every single time these situations happen, it really just makes me be more mindful about what I'm putting on social media. But at the same time, it also too makes me recognize the type of person I'm with, because if you're gonna understand me like that, you're gonna get it. And a person who don't is gonna keep associating everything that person says to me. I don't think this girl had any intentions on messing up anything, nor did it. Honestly, we grown. But yeah, if you watch a lot of my videos, I sit down and I talk about my feelings, and my feelings sometimes don't have anything to do with what's going on social media. Like Brene Lotto pregnant by another woman husband, and I don't be having no input because in my head I just like, oh okay, and I keep it swiping, right? All the stuff that be happening on social media, I'm like, wait, nobody's talking about what I'm talking about. Nobody's going through what I'm going through, which is why I don't mind getting on here and sharing like these experiences and stuff. Ever since I moved to Atlanta, I've been dealing with this thing where I just feel lonely, right? I think I'm starting to miss my family a little bit, but not in a way where I want to move back to Connecticut. Just kind of in a way where it's just sad and disappointing that I don't really have one of those lives where my family just is together. It just is how it is. Like, this is just how your life is. First off, a lot of people don't know me. Let me just reiterate. I'm from Mount Vernon, New York. If you don't know where Mount Vernon, New York is, it's literally next door from the Bronx. I'm from Mount Vernon in New York. I lived there for damn near 16 years of my life, and I moved out of Mount Vernon and I moved to Connecticut. I lived in Connecticut from half of my freshman year to my senior year. I'm not from Rhode Island. I'm not from Atlanta. I am not from Chicago. I am not from Jamaica. I am literally from New York. And my mom is Jamaican. My dad is American and West Indian, but I don't really know my West Indian side because my dad's mom died before I was born. So I never got to like really get into my dad's side of his culture. I love my dad down, but like y'all don't really see that side of me because I don't really be around that nigga for real. Like, I be around my mom and I be around my Jamaican side of my family. So when I moved to Atlanta, I love every fucking body who I know, and I came by myself and I built my own community. I have both friends. I have American friends and I have Jamaican friends. I go to American parties and I go to Jamaican parties. I go to Jamaica and I'm in Atlanta. I think it's very easy to understand. My content is gonna be one of those things that you can relate to at a point and that you don't relate to at a point, and that's perfectly fine. It doesn't bother me too much, but I feel like I always have to just keep addressing the same fucking thing. And it's like, it don't make no sense because the people who hate on me do not watch these videos, which is my point, because y'all know this, right? Everybody knows I'm from New York. I grew up with my Jamaican grandmother and my Jamaican mother. And then I am now an adult, so I have the choice. If I want to be a motherfucking American, then I'm gonna be American. If I want to be a bomba you already tomorrow, that's what I'm gonna go do. I don't give a fuck. I feel like social media is just mean. Like, these bitches are mean. This whole bird thing, this, that, and there. Yes, but y'all not calling the birds actual birds. Pretty privilege is really a thing because dumb bitches get away with a lot. I understand the people who support and they're nice even though they don't relate, and then I just never will really understand the women who don't relate, you don't know nothing about this lifestyle, and you still hate. Because it's like, me personally, things that I don't relate to, I just don't have commentary on. Because what? What do you want me to say? Like, every time I smoke, that guy would get hit in my stomach. I'd be like, damn, I gotta doo-doo. Like, bro, I see this video and I disagreed so much. They said basically creators are reaching. Y'all want to be important so bad. Nobody cares about you because there's so many creators who are private. They've never been in drama, blah, 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 blah. Yes, we get that. But like, we're not gonna associate content creators with actors because it's not even the same fucking thing. Like, it's literally not the same thing. In order to be on social media and be successful, y'all think, oh yeah, you don't have to sacrifice a part of your life. Yes, you do. Y'all think Beyonce is not sacrificed. Y'all don't think Beyonce wanted to sometimes go to the store and not have nobody come up to her? Y'all still bring up the fact that her sister beat her husband in the elevator. But y'all swear that Beyonce never had to go through drama to get where she is. Clear it up. I'm not saying Beyonce is not talented, never taken from the queen, not on Beyonce's internet, never, no time, no day. What I'm saying is, you know how you have stans, you have these fans, you have strong fan bases. That does not be built off of a person who's just quiet, silent, never had no drama, never was nobody who was popular on Twitter or popular or known for drama or known for something that is not always the most positive. Even when we have people like Miss Shirley, rest in peace to her soul, people who fed the homeless. The reason why I even came across her content was because she was posting a negative interaction with the homeless person. She wasn't just posting her feeding the homeless, you know, and that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, these are things that the internet consumes. This is what the internet wants. So when it comes to Beyonce, compare her to artists who dead ass we ain't hear from them. You ain't never heard of them in drama. They do not have those loyal fan bases, content creators who do not be in drama, who do not come on here and talk, who do not say nothing. And there's always those accounts who just try to find anything to say about them. Even with SZA, even with Rihanna, y'all always bring up their old tweets when they were saying negative things or when they used to read people on Twitter. Y'all don't be talking about people for their positive icon moments. That's not what sticks with the internet. I'm not saying that Beyonce would never had a beehive and she would never made it as a popular artist. I'm just saying that in order to get there, a lot of people sacrificed a part of their piece. People having commentary on them all the time, and not good commentary, because drama keeps people talking. That's exactly why I feel like a lot of people's opinions do not come from a place of actually being in it. Because for you to use Beyonce as an example, Rihanna as an example, women who are offline now, people who are offline now as a way to like determine actual content creators who are in this shit now, I don't think it's fair at all. Because for you to be like, oh yeah, Beyonce, we don't know what she be doing, we haven't even seen her kids, blah blah. Yeah, I don't think that costs thousands of dollars a year for privacy, wiping domains clean, sacrificing not posting with her man sometimes, not posting with her kids sometimes. And it's not even a sacrifice, because sometimes people really just genuinely don't want to do it because social media pushes you to that point. Y'all be wondering, oh, why did your favorite content creators disappear? That's why y'all literally push them into drama. Y'all push them into not being peaceful for y'all own entertainment. Y'all convince us that we is the problem. I was telling Najee, this is after the person posted that I was on vacation with my ex, which again was a lie. So I remember she was just like, oh girl, don't even worry about that. And I was like, yeah, I'm not really studying it too much, but it does piss me off because of the fact that like people really do push your name back into stuff that you try to work out of. But then now if I sat on the internet and all I did was talk about my ex, all I did was talk about being heartbroken, y'all would call me a sad bitch. What's y'all favorite word now, bird? But then when I'm not talking about it, when I'm perfectly fine, when I'm literally living my life, y'all will drag my name back into that situation. I told her, you might feel like you're stagnant, because one thing that me and Ajay talk about all the time is like how we basically have the same amount of followers, but we just kind of like different socially, right? When I was telling her, I said, girl, don't ever feel like you stagnant and shit. No, you're protecting your peace. If you ever think about it, Najee has never been in drama outside of what happened with me. She starts internet little topic discussions, you know, that millennial versus what? The millennial versus Gen Z. She's never in drama. Nobody has ever known what happened. Nobody ever has known what she hasn't told them. Are you know what I'm saying? While with me, it's like there's been so many people who came out about me, talking about me. I didn't have the chance. She has never had no fake friends come on the internet about her lie on her name. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, girl, you're protecting your peace. In order for you to make money from this shit, name one content creator who has not been in drama. Like, name one content creator. Even in Jamaica, name one content creator. Your initiation, humiliation ritual is what people say. I feel like I just entered in mine by telling everybody I was big. I came on the internet and I did a whole bunch of embarrassing shit just because I wanted to. It wasn't embarrassing at the time, but when you grow older, like that video was not necessary. You have to sacrifice yourself to be successful on this internet. And once you decide you do not want to do that, for the content creators who decide they don't want to do that, immediately you gain the like peaceful supporters of the internet who just want to come and watch your content and love you. And then you have those haters who will find a reason. Now all of a sudden you're performative. Like, no, y'all ask why we don't speak on certain topics. We don't speak on certain topics sometimes because of the fact that if you speak on those topics, y'all won't like what we have to say. Fuck ICE, fuck Trump, We ain't talking about that, but I'm talking about other topics. Like, y'all be wanting people to speak on shit, but like, they be living their real life. Like, that day, a lot of people ain't trying to go to hell. That's the truth. The most money I ever made on social media was literally when I was in nothing but pain and agony and suffering. And I was posting content that was actually fun for me still. But I'm talking about just because of the things that people had to say about me, ways people wanted to watch me and just see what I had going on, it just made me money. So a couple $100,000 a year in exchange for opening your phone every day and being berated with people coming at you. It's all about a topics or topics that you don't want to talk about. As soon as I started actually having places where I could talk safely, like therapy and stuff, bro, social media do not be the place for me to come and talk about certain things. Y'all would not know some of the shit that happened to me. A lot of things be happening to me behind the screen, and it's like, it would be nice to come over here and talk to you guys about it and laugh about it and move on, but y'all don't move on. Especially once you get older, who you are is who you are. Y'all can't say, oh, she's 17 no more, and that. No, who I am is who I am. That's why I'm very selective with what I say, because even the drama I was in, that was literally an accident. So sometimes it's like, damn, I be forgetting that the internet even know that part of my life. Y'all think I'm about to come over here and embarrass myself for free? I be wanting to ask y'all, because sometimes, like I said, people in my real life really do be thinking that they know how y'all eat up my content, and they don't. I be trying to explain to people in my life, y'all don't know my platform. I know my platform. Social media is just like wiping me clean. Like, that's why I'm trying to cleanse at the same time. I have 1,000 thoughts. When I was a kid, I only had to think about like what was for dinner and doing my homework. And I was like, oh, did I pay this bill? Did I do this? And it just doesn't hit the same. When I be watching a Notebook, I do be understanding. But through social media, say that this is what I'm talking about. Social media ruins everything, because now sometimes I'll be watching, I'm like, oh yeah, she's cheating. But at the same time, it's like, bruh, this is real life. Like, this is real life. The reality is, at some point, you're gonna hurt somebody else to make a decision that's best for you. And that's the truth. Social media. Like, you bitches are too, like, get the fuck. They ruined everything. I think I'm just very fed up. It's not gonna make me not post, but it's just like, ugh, what more do y'all want from me? In 2026, when I tell you I haven't been in no drama, I haven't had no problems arise. I've been chilling. I don't post about friendship problems and stuff, because those are all things that I personally feel like don't belong online. Now, for those friends who didn't turn around and post about me on social media, I'd be like, oh, okay. But now I just don't surround myself around people like that who would potentially do that, because all the people who have done that, I always see them doing it. I just never thought they would do it to me. I just stopped putting stuff beyond people, bro. See, this is shit that I don't share on social media, but no, I think this is my moment. This is my moment to talk about it. How long have I been in my apartment? Like a year and what, 6 months ago? Like a year and 5 months ago? I got my couch delivered, and the guy who was delivering my couch, he ended up helping me bring everything in. So after he delivers my couch, he's like, you owe me a date now. You know how to cook? No. Like, I literally only know how to cook for fine shit, and I just be showing off, and I'll still never cook for you, because if you say my shit is nasty, I'm gonna be embarrassed. Because sometimes I'll be making some bullshit, a whole pot of bullshit. At least I don't have no man in my side corner telling me, oh yeah, babe, you know, we could have worked on that. It had too much salt. Like, bitch, I know I ate it too. I took him up on the date part, but not the cooking breakfast part. And we were supposed to go to some place called like Milk and Honey or something out here, like Milk and Sugar or some shit like that. Also, ATL has a lot of slow men. A couple weeks later, after I stopped talking to him, back in like 2025 of like May, I get a ring down to my phone, and I'm like, hello? Let me add this, 7 a.m. in the morning. If you're gonna check a bitch about your man, please do decent hours. Bitch, what happened to the 2 a.m. you sneaking through his phone when he sleep? Sometimes I wait up by the phone around 1 to 3 in the morning just to make sure ain't no bitch calling me from my nigga phone. And I'll text him too. I even send a TikTok and say, LMFAO baby, this is so you, boo. My big chocolate hits a man. I'll text his phone at 3 a.m. in the morning. You won't be deleting no messages of me and going to sleep peaceful. Surprise. 7 a.m. in the morning, this lady calls me. I'm like, hello? I hear a woman. How do you know? Let's name this nigga Light. How you know my baby daddy? I know your baby daddy because, no, never has this man. Never seen him outside of him delivering my couch, actually. Nonetheless, the lady asked me how I know her man. I tell her what happened. So she was telling me she's pregnant, and he always does this. I said, Jesus. Then I'm on Facebook Marketplace trying to find some damn bar stools, which I decided against very quickly because I heard bed bugs is at a fucking... Look, anyway, I'm on Facebook. I see a Facebook request from this man. Who the fuck's doing his Facebook? Obviously, I ignore it. Just now, I get a knock on my door, delivery. I open the door. It's a package on my floor. I look down the hall. This man looks back and laughs and keeps walking. That's one of the reasons I don't like my apartment complex. Cause what? Like, how did you even get access to just be able to come in my apartment complex? That is overwhelming. And now I need to go talk shit about him with my whole girl. I wish I bought a house 3 years ago. Living in an apartment, if I'm gonna be paying $3,000 a month for rent and bills altogether a month, I might as well just get a house. I need some friends to talk about shit like this with. Like, even in Atlanta, my friends be so busy for me now. They just be so busy. Or they just have different lives from me. I miss my Sade. My Sade is in New York though. That's one girl who was just like, she just gets it. Her and Najee, honestly, I could hang around them all the time because they know when to shut up, they know when to vibe. I could always be myself. I don't never have to hide who I'm being. Like, I could talk about anything. We could talk about anything for hours. Like, we don't never have no topics that's off limits. Those are two girls who would never take advantage of my kindness, and that's why they just get me. I'm very much a energy person, and I'm very much a talkative person. So if I'm not comfortable around you, you're never gonna see the real me. When it comes to those two girls though, they're basically like my sisters. They just get it. Never had an argument with them ever. They will never let me fly them out and stuff. Like, those are my homegirls that's like, even if I try to buy them a Chanel bag, they're gonna try to give me back the money for the Chanel bag. I miss my homegirls. Like, I'm telling you guys, sometimes I feel so lonely. When my mom comes, I feel like I feel a little better. Sometimes Pluto made me realize how alone we are, because at one point he had like a whole family he was coming home to. A daddy, a mama, grandma, a auntie, great grandma, some friends, you get what I'm saying? Now it's just me and him. So sometimes like we'll be home all day and I'll be like, bro, let's go on a walk. We be going walking for an hour. They piss me off the whole time because he keep running up to strangers. He's like stranger deprived. This kind of made me feel better. It felt like a little therapy session. If you spoke backwards, don't ask me how I keep my lips pink. I know there's about to be somebody in this video right now who asks me, how you keep your lips pink? And y'all smoke backwards. I've never not smoked with a filter. That's how my lips are pink still. My lips look the same since when I first started smoking. I'll be going back just to make sure. I have lip liner on right now. My lips look dark, so don't start with me, okay? I had a promo for a couple $1,000s. I don't even want to call brand names because I don't want nobody suing me, but it was going to be me talking about a site that is corn. When they first reached out to me, they reached out to me, asked me if I felt comfortable talking about like sex, educational. You guys know I work with Love Honey. So with Love Honey, I do this. I'm not uncomfortable talking about these things. As long as I'm able to do it with morals, I'm okay. I'm not about to be on here sucking no strap. So that's how it was presented to me, and I told them yes, I was comfortable, but I do charge an extra fee because sometimes those videos do get flagged. Cool, they agreed. And when they sent me the brief, I sent them a draft based on that brief, and they ended up giving me like some harsh feedback. So I sent back a specific script, and I also made it very clear that once I got the script approved, I won't be making any adjustments to my talking, because again, like I said, they made it seem like everything I said, everything I did in the video was wrong. They hit me back basically saying how my script was still too addy. Why are you so afraid of my supporters knowing that it's a collab? They hit me back saying how it was too addy, gave me some talking points where they start throwing in me saying stuff like, go watch corn and do this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I prayed about it. The last time this happened to me was when I posted something about astrology. No one, I don't believe in astrology. I was praying about it. God was telling me don't do it, but then I need the money, so I did it. In this situation, I'm like, bruh, the last time they ended up scamming me. This time, I'm like, listen to yourself. I'm not about to sit up here and promote this. I have a lot of influence, I feel, and especially for young girls and young guys or stuff like that. I don't want to influence y'all to go watch that shit. Like, I'm sorry, I don't. So I ended up telling them like, yeah, I'm just not really into it. I would more so direct them to the sex educational part. Like, you know, girls might want to go read up on that and everything, but why would I make y'all go pay for that? Girl, go on Google and type it in. So they ended up hitting me back saying how they didn't like that, blah, blah. And I told them I'm not interested. And they basically said if I want to cancel, they're going to charge me a 20% fee as in the contract. And I said, oh, baby, you think you can fight contract with me? Get your lawyers involved and hit me back. You think I got a message back? No. They even tried to make it seem like they never told me anything in the video would be educational, but then in the brief they give points of what you can make the video about, and the one I chose was women and sex education, and that collab was supposed to be in this video, and I feel like that also too is what pushes me. Certain brands come to black women, and I'm gonna say it brawling, certain brands come to black women to utilize our followers, our influential people, the women and the people who we are. That's why a lot of wig people come to us. You don't see them going to people like Addison Rae. You don't see them going to white women for wig promos, but yet they can't even give us quality wigs or pay us properly. Wig influencers are the lowest paid people in this entire industry, by the way. And no, because it is that deep. Think about it. TikTok Shop is running TikTok right now. What is the #1 selling product on TikTok Shop? Wigs. And who are promoting the wigs? Black women. Yet people who are paying you to post a wig and put the TikTok Shop link there only want to give you a couple $100s, even though from that one video you're making them thousands of dollars. They don't even want to give you $400. As a person with 1.8 million, I had someone try to come to me with an offer of $200 for 2 videos reposted to my Instagram and TikTok. Combined, that's over 2 million followers. Bare engagement. I obviously ran off with the wig, because it's only right. I be running off with they wigs. If I wear it, if it's bad, I'm running off. I don't care. Like, I'll be mad, oh, you're gatekeeping. Yes, I'm gatekeeping. You don't want this shit. I promise you, you don't want this. As far as wigs and hair and stuff, I'm never gonna promote something I do not like. I'm out of here because I need to edit this. I hope I'm able to post tomorrow. I'm going to start editing now. Love you guys. Stay beautiful. Stay blessed. And I will see you guys next Sunday. But next Sunday is going to be my wellness challenge. I'm going to show you guys a full video of how I'm doing my wellness challenge. You guys are going to see me cook and everything. It's going to be like a vlog. It's going to be fun. I know I've been doing a lot of sit down videos. Stay beautiful and stay blessed. Anyway, bye.